What's up, you guys? Sean Ross Sapp, Fightful.com. Major news. COVID-19 has forced a major WrestleMania change. The show was originally set to take place at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Instead, WWE just announced that they will move it to the Orlando Performance Center. That is their training facility. For those who didn't know, this move was inevitable. And they issued Fightful a statement saying, quote, in coordination with local partners and government officials, WrestleMania and all related events in Tampa Bay will not take place. However, WrestleMania will still stream live on Sunday, April 5th at 7 p.m. Eastern on the WWE Network and be available on pay-per-view. Only essential personnel will be on the closed set at WWE's training facility in Orlando, Florida to produce WrestleMania. So we are going to see a WrestleMania that happens in front of no fans. We still do not know what this means for WrestleCon. We do not know what it means for the collective. Tons of events have had to cancel. We don't even know what this means for NXT TakeOver yet. We have no clue. Not an idea. Right now, the announced WrestleMania card is John Cena versus The Fiend Bray Wyatt. Becky Lynch versus Shayna Baszler for the Raw Women's Championship. Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair for the NXT Women's Championship. Brock Lesnar defending the WWE Championship against Drew McIntyre. Goldberg versus Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship. And The Undertaker has been challenged by AJ Styles for a contract signing that was supposed to go out tonight. Whoo, boy. So Orlando, WWE Performance Center. This is going to be wild. It's going to be unique. We do not know how they're going to do the Hall of Fame either. I see people in the live chat asking. There's not a lot of details right now. WWE did send me the press release statement that they issued, but WrestleMania was the only thing mentioned. I have to specify that. Nothing else was mentioned in that press release. Now, there had been a lot of pressure from Tampa Bay during a meeting on Thursday. I believe it was the city commissioner, I think that's who it was, said that they would eventually pull the plug on WrestleMania if WWE didn't do it itself. But as I'm sure some of you all saw on the Listen Your Boy last week, that there were a lot of things at play here. There were insurance issues, I'm sure. If WWE canceled the event as opposed to unless if they were forced to cancel the event, that's a lot different than them being recommended to cancel the event. What happens if you bought tickets? Somebody said, I do not know. They have not issued any information as of yet. There is nothing on tickets. There's nothing on refunds. There's nothing on where NXT will happen, if it'll happen, if the Hall of Fame will happen, where it will happen. I mean, they did very closed ceremonies for the Hall of Fame in the past too. But yeah, you've got somebody said at least Roman Reigns won't get booed. Well, they've guaranteed that for this WrestleMania. This is going to be odd. It will be WrestleMania effectively like NWA, except you don't have the crowd. It's going to be studio wrestling. So what you see on Raw and SmackDown over the next several weeks in this Performance Center is going to mimic a lot of what you see on WrestleMania. You're probably not going to see pyro. You're not going to see crowds. I mean, maybe by then, if they're very lucky, they can get a crowd in there by then that will make some noise. Somebody says, why can't Vince just postpone it? Well, you don't know how long you would have to postpone something like that. There's talk to this going until July or August. It's a very unpredictable situation. And right now you have a lot of people not practicing social distancing. You got people hanging out on the beach, going to Disney World, going to Post Malone concerts. It's getting real bad in Italy right now, guys. I'll keep you guys up to date on what's going on. I mean, if WrestleMania happens there, you can almost You can almost guarantee that the Raw after WrestleMania will happen there. I know that WWE has at least looked into other venues and looked into other dates and stuff like that, but ultimately they decided to rock with WrestleMania at the WWE Performance Center. I have a lot of NXT I have a lot of NXT friends that don't have any idea what this means for them because usually they have classes at the Performance Center. I would be shocked if they're tearing that down every single day. They'll probably think of something else for them. And beyond that, they might not even have class anytime soon because you're not supposed to gather with that many people. There were a lot of people that said, oh, what about Saudi Arabia? What about Saudi Arabia? COVID-19's in Saudi Arabia too, guys. It's still there. While you all are here, leave a thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe. Tap that bell for notifications. Of course, we will have more on this after Monday Night Raw tonight. This is unbelievable. If you all want to send any questions, go ahead and do that while I'm here. Again, there's a lot of stuff that we don't have answers on, that I don't have answers on. Anakin says Saudi actually got the big stadium shows this year. Yeah, that's wild. I would not be surprised, and it's just my estimate, so to speak, that they may do another big stadium show later this year. They may figure out something else to do. And I know a lot of people are saying, oh, well, I know where TakeOver is going to happen. I know where the Hall of Fame is going to happen. They have not announced anything about that. They have not announced anything. And I see people I see one guy upset, like, I'm not even going to watch. Well, then don't watch. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Don't watch. If you have questions about NXT TakeOver or the Hall of Fame, I do not know the answers to those right now. I see a lot of people asking that. They have not provided any details about the Hall of Fame. They have not provided any details about NXT TakeOver. They have not provided any details about possibly getting your tickets refunded or anything like that. I would find it hard to believe that you wouldn't get your tickets refunded. I mean, they were going to look at seeing a major decrease in attendance anyway because of the travel ban. Originally, when it started from just Europe, like that was a hit. But then when they included the UK, boy, that one's a killer. You got a lot of people traveling in for that. You have a lot of people that have spent thousands of dollars. I had several cases of people saying that they had saved for years for this. The pay-per-view buys for this thing are going to have to be through the roof for everyone being home. I don't think so. I mean, they're going to try to probably make a Hail Mary effort to get people to subscribe to the WWE Network. I mean, they announced that it was on the WWE Network, and it will be available on pay-per-view. I know a lot of people were expecting it to be only on pay-per-view by the time WrestleMania rolled around, but I didn't ever think that was a realistic option. I didn't think that it was realistic to have that type of a move in that amount of time from like January to the beginning of April. I don't think they'll pipe in crowd noise. I don't think they'll do anything. I was told that last Friday's SmackDown isn't really a reflection of how tonight's Monday Night Raw will be. I was told that it will be a much different show tonight. Whether that ends up being the case, I don't know. Do you think this will affect the sale to a Peacock or streaming service? I don't know. Not really. I think we're in a different time now. I wouldn't expect that to be happening anytime soon now. Jarrell says the network won't be able to sustain all the traffic. There's a possibility. They've had trouble with that in the past. So why would that change now, especially with everybody home? Everybody home. And before that even happens, WWE's got to hope. They got to hope that nobody on their, not just on their roster, on their staff tests positive for COVID-19. Myron says, if you were Vince, what would you have done, Sean? Just wondering. I'd probably done this. I would have probably done this and then later on this year, run another WrestleMania. Do a second one in the fall. There ain't nothing wrong with that. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Man. Guys, thank you all so much. Join me right after Raw with Denise Salcedo. Go over and check out her channel too. She has lost a lot of bookings because of this. So the more you all watch her videos, the better she does because she's making videos full time right now. But thank you guys so much. Until next time, we're out.